giving each other a little extra motivation. Talk smack, take smack, give it back and forth. Here we go, map 3. Somebody's moving on to a game versus Fnatic. The other, Cloud9 and elimination.
Yeah, that's tough, right? Like beating Cloud9 in that opening round makes this a whole lot scarier for the loser.
Oh yeah. Nurse is gonna get popped by Goofy. It's Sun Pius off the catwalk. Kylar's got the trade they need. We fall to the even playing field and Madden tucked in ticket. Diho was an absolute animal on map 2.
Oh no, Madden goes the wrong way around the ball. I mean, maybe he gets peeked anyway.
Sure.
But the plant comes down and everyone falls back in a good spot. So this will be a difficult retake to pull off. No kit.
Close player as well here. Kylar's got Diho busy. He's gonna spam him down. Power of the dual Berettas. Snappy tapping the bomb out once, tries to elicit the ramp peek. He gets the contact he wants, and it leaves Minio on 20 health. He's got to be very careful with the next peek. But there's no tap on the bomb again. Now he will get back on it, but it's a 10-second defuse, and the wide swing comes out from Palace. Yes, you've got your kills, but you don't have your pistol. That belongs to 9.
Hey, so a good start here on Mirage for 9. That'll take the edge off a little bit, but and actually it's been them to interrupt after ENCE have won the pistol 2 times so far in this series. But I wouldn't put it past ENCE to do that on Mirage. I think it's totally possible. And I think this game it's been pretty electric. But, you know, with the map that Diha had, and Diha on Mirage was definitely one of the best, like, Mirage players for some time. Playing under ENCE. So looking forward to see him complete a good day here, regardless of the outcome. Okay, I'm gonna stop talking.
Thank God.
Everyone who I mentioned gets hit by something.
Yeah, talk about yourself. I'll hit you upside the head.
You notice how Hades slaps himself when he dies in a
yeah, he does. Yeah, he does. Stupid, stupid, stupid. Goofy, careful now. Yeah, he tries to clear Madden, but he still dies to it. Madden gets away. Hades slots in, grabs the bomb. Ooh, Mac 10 will get the job done.
All across the chest. That took a little bit of time, but you know what? Not that much damage. Back. Diha got naded earlier, down to 32 health.
I mean, if you can kill Kylar now, before those B players actually arrive with bomb, you'll have less of an issue.
They don't know, though. There's Palace. There's a Palace player keeping their attention, so... Ooh, that flash is perfect. And Madden will grab one, but Diha goes down.
Yeah, dying inside of the market causes real issue here. Sun Pius, no real route in. You've got some tantalizing pieces of equipment to save, so let it slide. For once, 9 will win a pistol and get to actually convert.
Mirage is a great place to end this series, and it's quite a special matchup because of the veto, you know. Both get to play their favorite maps. Both can actually, you know, compete with each other on their favorite maps, and then Mirage is sort of right down the middle. It's not recently, recently so tough because, again, the break. Like you say recently for ENCE, and it counts statistics from the past 3 months, but yeah, you know, a whole month off, and who knows where their heads are at, where they've improved or where they only think they've improved. But when you think about ENCE, you think about Mirage, regardless of what the stats say. Like, this is a place they like to play on, so, you know, this should be a heater.
Yeah, give them a chance to recover with some guns like we got right now. M4 was bought up. A Galil in the mix, saved from the last one. Still some Mac 10s for 9 to play with. They try to charge one of them down mid, but Minio a bit of a sit and duck for Sun Pius at that distance. Hades out ramp, and 9 are just transitioning into an aggressive A play. Nertz is here, pushing through smoke, playing with nades, with enemies all around him. Sandwich, ramp, Palace. We've got players in positions that can cause problems for ENCE. But trying to cross that open route. That's the issue. Flashes come over to help. Madden serves up the distraction. Nertz is going to finish off Kylar, and that bomb gets dropped. So the Galil finds its mark. And they cross one over towards the bench. Kai tearing him up. Down to 10 HP. 2 players left. Headshots would make a hell of a difference. But Diha going to make sure he gets his. Comes through, bangs him down. Puts ENCE on the board with 2 survivors.
Yeah, so it gets messy there in the connector cross. I think at least 1 kill came through the smoke, right? I wasn't seeing the icons.
Yes, yes.
But I think
on the side of it.
I think Nertz grabbed one, and that can really rock your attention when they're trying to scale. So 9, we've seen this sort of double lurk style go for it. It makes sense why they're so good at vertigo. I mean, I'm only thinking about this now, but they do this on every map where they have multiple lurks going on at the same time in their defaults and are very comfortable committing fast while they take another part of the map control. So that's coming through here on Mirage as well. And to know what they're going up against. But that's why it's important to have your own identity, because then you're hard to play against if you can't find appropriate practice partners. 9, one of the big names from the beginning of this year to have quite a rise.
Just to even be within the conversation of being considered a potential top 8 at the Paris Major, like that's a huge uptick in relevance.
It's always so refreshing when it's like a bunch of names you don't recognize, one guy you really do, and seeing them all succeed. And yeah.
Also, shout out to the fact that they're all doing it as Polish players, something that's
seriously.
kind of been on a downtrend in recent times.
Yep.
So looking to bring Poland back on the map. Smoked out underneath Palace. Maladin holds on. Double kill. Nice and easy.
Oh, yeah.
There was a couple of the pistols. They were hoping the rifles would get the job done, but it's Hades with the 2 kills. So far, Menial off of Connector makes this one a little weird. And that bomb is gone.
Yeah, but okay, we've at least got the quick search back, so the rotation should be here for the CT side. But Menial off of Cat, actually. Very smart for him to do this. He does it quickly, and he can cheat to the window. Will he get the frag is the question. Snappy is going by him.
Oh, Snappy's in the open.
Menial's trying to scare him back, whatever he can, but...
Man, Hades has no health, though. Menio now also low. Sunpius is trying to run over through the CT spawn. The 2 T's stacking up. And Snappy keeps it clean as Madden makes it loud.
That's my captain. That's my IGL. And that is a star fragger today. Huge map on Nuke, and man, he's holding that gun well.
And even as they were getting whooped back on Vertigo, I felt like he was at least putting up most of the numbers.
Oh, yeah.
You know, those kills all in vain, but... Yeah, shout out Madden. Obviously a little energized after his hold too. He gets Molotov. He smokes himself out. He emerges from the smoke with eyes squinted.
That's what LAN's all about right there. And yeah, the full eco. So the plan is going to come in for next. I mean, it's also don't spend any money here because this is how much money we're going to have, or whatever the case may be. Kyler, the only one to upgrade a pistol besides Hades on his Deeg. And they're about to render a pretty, tough-looking split with no nades. Actually find a gap in window? Maybe, no. Push off from Diha, and they respond to the pressure instantly.
Yeah. Kai swatches to the Eagle. Goofy. Hold on now.
Just terrorizing.
Glock first. Oh! No way.
That's not bad. That is not bad.
No way.
That's crazy. Burst fire, flick, headshot.
I feel like the gun had a mind of its own. Like it was drawing his crosshair. Yeah. Like
it was stuck. It was
up. Like a garden hose in your backyard with no one holding it. Full blast. That thing's just flying.
Yeah.
And that Glock somehow finds its mark. Nertz is just like, fine. That's his life today. Madden leading the charge now for ENCE. Bunch of players up inside of the apartments. Feels like ENCE are comfortable with the mid setup. Saw them dispatch of the MAC-10s when they flew out and played underpass. Now it's different. They move forward and leave that tunnel clear. Wary of the timings, though. Nerds with nade in hand. B-site's just snappy. Only an MP9. No teammate with D-Hub preoccupied in middle. Kylar serving up a good amount of pressure, some distraction for Nerds to just lean back and catch the Minio push from top middle. So it serves up the execute. Here it comes, drops down, snappy, one frag, that's it. He kills Goofy on Arch, and all the other players in apartments find their footing on the site. 80s bomb plant front site. Madden takes a dink to the head from a Galil and is still sitting on 53 HP. Or did Kylar hit him through the wall?
Oh, and then the double swing. High-low advantage. So they turned this to a 3v2.
Pouncing on that MP9, killing Snappy like that, made it easy. Kai swings off of the site. 2 more kills added to his name. And we've got 9, timing that B hit to perfection.
Absolutely. I mean, good hard entries. And that was with the opening kill from Nerds inside of Connector with vision on Cat as well to stop most of that split. Like, that can be the one that's enough. Seeing Minio run up on Cat, 4 players going B at the same time, and you have the 5v4. We're talking about some Galils coming in, but the swings are really beautiful here from 9, and Kai specifically with his 2 frags. So in a tied match, ENCE will throw something together. 5 different guns, some good, some bad.
Which ones are the good ones?
Op.
What's the worst one?
Deagle.
What goes where? That's the big question here. 9, they're going to slide bomb up into the palace. 2 players over towards ramp as well. 4 ready to go. And they're going to find the weakest point of contact on Madden. But man, if he slams Kai, that Deagle hits its mark and then insta drops off. Well, that could have been. Instead, Kai just opened up on Sun Pius and catches Madden down through the ladder hole. Of course, bomb is still just stranded in Palace for the time being, but there's not much pressure because Nerds is just preoccupied with middle. They're trying to hold off on this portion of the map while the A site falls, and there's nothing they can do about it. You kill Kylar here in underpass, maybe you run the retake, but Minio's coming to peek you in jungle.
Yeah, this plant's coming in slowly, but it is coming in. And I don't think they are totally aware of where these lurks are. Nerds is trying to look for it. That's a good clear.
Gonna chase him down. He knows he has Kylar at a health disadvantage.
Oh my goodness
But the
gracious.
headshot's clean. Nerds gets wrecked. Snappy's MP9 finishes him off, and then Minio finally creeps all the way out through jungle. So tempered is the 9 approach with the bomb. But they got the job done. It's going to cost them a couple other players here. Snappy doing some real damage. On an individual level, Snappy is looking so incredibly good.
He's a scary man right now.
He's just playing with an MP9, getting more kills than the riflers.
Yeah, yeah. All right, well, the op gets recovered. And the weird buy doesn't work out too well for ENCE, but the real worst part about that is the save. It's the morning after. You know, here ENCE will potentially have to give up a 5th round. Oh, that's what happened. Wow. I mean, Sentai, you got to say, took his own risk right there. I mean, that angle can shove you back. Kai wasn't even thinking about him. And Kyler, oh my god. He threw a nade off the wall backwards and still killed Nerds.
Nerds was so sure he had that kill.
Yeah, that was a good chase. I mean, there was actually a chance for the retake with that frag coming in.
Oh. Snappy's MP9, we saw what it could do last round. Now it's going to have to do everything. 9's taking their sweet time. MP9 kept up inside of the ramp. Some discipline being shown by 9. Not getting too crazy.
Yeah, and with movement, not just floating around. Like, they take connector control.
Yeah, not just standing still.
Yeah, and a minute back with the CTs. Listen, everybody's on this side of the map. If you zoomed in on the radar, you'd see. There is a party on the A site.
Yeah, you tell me this MP9 is going to get them all?
It is one of the guns of all time.
Nah, they line up and take some damage, but they should be able to cut through what's left now. 40 USPs. There's always been somebody under here, so they make sure to keep their eyes open. Diha, maybe one.
Oh.
Maybe just one.
Here we go,
Yeah,
here we
maybe
go, here we
two.
go. Oh!
He gets himself a second. Take what you can get. At the end of the day, it is 9 with 5 and no sweat.
Yeah, that was pretty good. That was pretty good, Diha.
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 Yeah.
But it was 2 players with their backs turned.
Some say even harder. Some say even harder.
You know what?
Yeah.
They're wrong. Because when they're looking at you, they can shoot back.
Objectively, you have a point.
Comes back in for ENCE. These are 2 solid Mirage teams. Counter-Strike's a tale of 2 sides. This double up inside of Palace has been a pretty consistent piece for 9. They've caught Madden up close. They've caught Madden under Balk. Right now he's over towards Ticket and very much alone. They're playing into their mid-control, and they're going to find one. Sunpai is peeking into Kylar. Can't serve up a distraction or any issues. Ooh! Sunpai comes back into the A site, ready for another. He will peek into Hades. Lets this one start to unravel ever so slightly, and with that kill on Sunpius, Goofy decides to go over stairs, cross through smoke, and look to lock in Connector. Now we know that there was still Madden back on the Ticket, and now we add this flank out of Nerds. This is a huge moment for Nerds. He stops the bomb plant, and that should unravel things. Even with Goofy catching him off guard, yes, his jungle push goes well, but it's the Nerds flank that really just seals the deal.
Yeah, slocks it in. No, man, Nine take a long time to put that bomb down. They've done that a few times in these situations, and I guess, you know, maybe they've been hurt in the past. They try to plant too quickly, get native, get spammed, but there's a couple of situations where you can start to think about your other parts of the setup, your post plant, and get organized more quickly if you also plant more quickly. But with the flank coming in, you would think, all right, ENCE feeling fine about this no matter what happens. So 5v4.
Fast B.
Half guns here for 9. And it looks like they will set up for something pretty fast towards the B site.
Snappy changed the numbers.
Maybe going to be some kind of double fake, actually. Using a good amount of utility to sneak one out. They're going underpass.
Oh, he jumped! Nerds jumps out of window as he eats a flash, and they grab a gun off of him. D-Hug could come through and still just recover, but that AK is a dangerous thing to offer the likes of Goofy. Madden, Tech9 down beneath, but the AK spelling disaster as Goofy gets his hands on it and then gets 2 additional kills.
And there's the bomb. The bomb is an upper. Snappy in the middle of this has interrupted the attack.
That could end up being key.
It was going to be a double fake, but Sunpius too careful.
Goofy grabs the gun, sends a shiver down ENCE's spine. Snappy cleared off of the bomb.
He's got to take it back, right?
They know where
Surely.
Sunpius was rotating through, and so he's going to take it and dip.
Yeah, I think you take this back. You go all the way to Palace, something like that, but you could even come back to mid, but I think it's, yeah, just get the hell out of there. And Sunpius has to respect the fact that he could come still towards B, so it's sort of a checkmate play, and Sunpius will come and clear this out eventually, but yeah, this is just sort of exactly what you do. He has a good amount of information. This will be a tough 1v1 for Sunpius to win.
How's he going to make it happen? Switches out to the rifle. Still has a full belt of utility, so if Goofy plays it too passive, too safe, he could lose a line of sight.
Wow, Goofy
get
does
burned
not
out
go
of a
Palace.
position. Instead, he plays it sandwich. And Sunpius, having switched to the M4, actually goes back to the AWP. Now, Goofy knows what direction he's coming in from.
Oh, he's not even going to try because he has the AWP to save.
He gives it up.
Wow, that's really well done from Goofy.
Great call.
They decided to fight the bomb, you know, so there is that. Goofy sort of did exactly what you would expect him to do and just won his fight. I think that was the big thing. But he also had the HP and the perfect angle clearance to cover it. And, man, this is a Virtus Pro-esque double fake. It ends up being a different, sort of more creative 1v2 situation. But the way that they were actually going to have the bomb still commit through B after taking mid going underpass, I think Virtus Pro did the exact same strat back in the day. I'm actually thinking I made it literally.
AK-47 from Nerds, hand delivered to the bottom of middle. Said, oh, you want another round? Here you go. Still got to work for it, but damn did they ever. Headshots from Goofy, and momentum keeps swinging. 9. Recovering bomb, but just so I'm still just happy that Goofy grabbed the bomb and dipped, left, ran. Wins the round based on that decision. Utility pressure inside of the site. Sunpius can't push out. Looking to get that op engaged. It's Madden and Snappy with the same 2 liabilities as last time. MP9 and Deagle. Ob's coming. Tough task. Especially with a smoke in front of Hades.
Well, they're going to fall back off of this. This is actually a nice one for ENCE, seeing the far molly and playing close. I don't think any noise would be made, but they can just straight re-clear this right after. I think we'll see soon the double flash. They know it's got to be A now. Surely the double flash came out. No one's here. But man, ENCE playing so passively right here. Sunpius misses Madden's chance to trick him.
Ooh, no one's clearing this.
Uh-oh.
Oh, he's got a chance. Nah, it's taken away. Goofy again with the double kill. Diho's going to get one back from inside of the jungle. That is Goofy with a triple kill. Make it a Kylar quad.
That one's a little fuzzy, man. They had to play faster off the information. Like,
just hiding.
If they were tucked like that, again, if someone throws a fake over your head and you're deep in the choke point, you got to tell your team, like, all right, listen, I'm good. There's no one here. 30 seconds. I don't hear a single thing. I either take a risk and peek or whatever, but you don't want to waste resources and teammates just holding on in passive setups on your site when you could just take one peek and take a risk, even if it's just an MP9. And in this spot, I think that was ENCE's sort of one chance to win the round. And if they save and everything, it's one thing, but they lose 4. They have Diha left. The half is starting to get away from them, and 9 are playing perfectly comfortable here on T side.
I always just find it so difficult, too, watching an Opper peak ticket. When you've given them the space to get out, you know you're going to have to deal with somebody standing behind those bricks. And
well, Nuke was a confidence builder, but turns out Mirage wasn't free. I think if there's one guy to have an M4 solo on this team right now, it's probably Diha.
Sure. Yeah, no doubt. But how's he get it engaged? Underpass crawl will come his way, but there's also that threat of the top mid push. Yeah, he'll catch him off. Goofy's dead. I feel like Goofy's been getting in with the impact, so it's a kill you'll be happy with. But I think 9 have been doing a really good job of just slowing down rounds, staying clear in their mind's eye to the end goal of each round. Madden's Desert Eagle, 3rd time it's been within this bomb site. Not ever able to offer a defense.
It looks like the round very well could end back at him. We'll have the top of Con smoked to come through with the delayed attack. And the CTs, well, yes, it's time to get moving. They're once again shoved into the depths of B apartments. They have the information they need. Oh, yeah. But the timing is great here for 9. A little earlier than 30 seconds, and everyone else is in a rotator spot.
Dia's still back over there. Molly burns him into the open. He's got himself a duel, and he's picked it up on Kai. He's still alive and fighting with a fresh magazine and a chance at a boost, but the connector holds going through. He decides not to go over the top, instead swinging it out, and this M4's torn him up. It's off of the bomb plant again with 15 seconds, and Nerds is now inside of the bomb site. They're going to try to swing and deal with him. Diha's so low on health, but still putting out damage. I mean, he damn near does it on his own.
Minio with 4 frags on this round, man, as the connector lurker, the opening kill coming to the top of steps. And, you know, Diha does a hell of a lot of heavy lifting in this position to bring it this close, but the trades were just good enough for 9. I don't know why the bomb was peeking CT in that spot. That definitely was a chance for Diha to get into the round, but for 9, all they care is they move on with a win. The bye was always coming here for ENCE.
Could see Hades very animated after that one as the franticness of the situation would have been tilting to lose it to a single M4. I hear Kom bros, which means the Astralis are still racking up rounds as Sun Pius is racking up kills. It is Kylar dead to the top of mid.
Yeah, Astralis have won the half on the second map, 9-6.
Damn. We've waited for the Astralis comeback. Kai phasing smoke. Nertz gets the dink in, but he's dead. Hades gunning for the rotators, dies out to Sun Pius. But there is no follow through here for 9.
Oh, I mean, they don't have the bomb.
Actually, scared him back.
That might be like lucky for them because going A into these 3 players, that wouldn't have been super fun. And Snappy's going for the cutoff rotation again. Very smart thing to do, but back to mid is equally wise. However, Diha, sharp angle. Never mind. I take it all back. Beautiful stuff out of him. And they were there about to have all 3 parts of the map covered.
Yeah, Diha's not sweating, man.
No, he's chill.
I mean, all the polls in the server are doing well.
Yes, that's, yeah. So you just got to have more.
Just keep farming them.
Yeah.
Keep them coming. Ooh. That was nice too. Sun Pius pop up. Hades was waiting for his angle. Didn't get the chance. Got counter-picked. 2 rounds left to play out here for ENCE's defense. It's a new position for Madden. One susceptible to Molotovs.
Oh, they're letting him get under balcony.
9 have got 2. Kai's walking it out.
Are they going to clear this properly? Oh my god, yeah. Man, they play so passively
They're
sometimes.
scared, man. Just hiding within these bomb sites. No angles being held. No resistance being thrown forward.
And massive gaps, right? Like walking out of Palace into under balcony.
Snappy will get the best of Minho, but that's it. Bombs planted. Diha's got no chance at a retake. They are afraid.
Yeah, man, that's it's crazy to start off so passive at the beginning of a round, but especially when you don't have complementary spots, and then to not have a third person watching the Palace walk out, which is half the sites. I mean,
which is where 9 have also had 2 players for like the vast majority of this half.
Like if you have no one stairs holding Palace while some Pius is watching ramp or rifle or whatever, jump spotting the ramp. Can't you just get mollied if you're Madden sitting in sandwich? You don't even have the ability to throw nades back. You know, it's a great late round position, but it's a very risky early round position, and it's a couple of times where he sort of just hid basically, and it doesn't feel like the communication's at a high, or they're very basically scared, like you said, about 9 and their comfortability in.
9 have been having a field day on this T side. Never looking too flustered, barring that one A site Diha attempt. Solo M4 almost rocked the boat for 9. We'll go back to the B site. We saw Snappy overwhelmed here once.
Oh my god, there's lurks everywhere.
Nertz is playing with the MP7 on his own. Market rotators nearby. Bomb is in tow.
Look at this cat split, man. They have everything. Now,
Diha,
okay.
Just a one-man army. The only saving grace for ENCE so far in this third map has been Diha. And Goofy has now gotten to the van. Nertz is looking for him. Kylar, a possibility over towards A. Madden gives him an angle to work out, but he holds that angle, and it's to the success of ENCE for a moment. Back to the 3v3.
They know Nertz is still here, but he's got a good angle.
Gunning for the bench. Nertz holds, and Goofy's still just stranded on Van. Takes the scout shot to the chest. Hades, popped by Sun Pius. And now Goofy's going to definitely feel stranded. He'll eventually have to go grab bomb or bank on Minho coming in with 46 health. This is the way the half ends. Double digits for 9, or ENCE will be able to hold off a B hit to get 6. That 3-round lead could be big in the big grand scheme of things. And Goofy this whole time just unfortunately stranded, has not been able to progress beyond this point. MP7 hunting him, getting ever closer. It's Madden to close it. 9 looking like a well-oiled machine, coming from the play-in with momentum and taking it to ENCE to try and queue up what could be a pretty solid run versus Fnatic, maybe Heroic, maybe playoffs in Cologne. They missed it at the major. Could they do it here and now? That is still yet to come. But step one, finish off ENCE. You've put yourself in a fantastic position to do so. Everybody contributing from the 9 side, and weaknesses clearly in ENCE's armor. But they'll plant, and this T side could still just crush 9's hopes.
They split up to get all the best choke points you could ask for. So some pies could be the beginning and end of this round. That's a ramp where they want to stay in. No come forward with the clear. Oh, and Goofy outpatiences him, and now Deha from Missiles, another strong spot.
Man, Snappy's giving him a lot of room to work. Deha, Palace players locking horns with him. Snappy gets wrecked from the backside of sight. It's got to be Nertz and Madden. We've got a smoke on top of the bomb. Nertz lines him up, clears him off, and then Madden sees that the last one's still alive and kicking.
Wait, he has to reload.
But no time.
Oh, Jesus.
The bomb pops,
Woo!
Everybody's dead. ENCE's hopes are slightly higher.
Honestly, I was going to say shout out to the body block, but at the same time, they could have all just been fighting instead of sitting in the smoke, and Nertz was just trying to kill one guy. Did he get 3?
I think he got 2 at least. Third one backed up.
Yeah, tons of damage, though, either way, and definitely won that situation. And all they just had to go wider than the smoke, and it was just...
Just felt like when, you see people trying to get through the same door. No, after you. No, after you. No, after you. It's like, no, I insist.
Why would you choose to be blind?
Look at this. Look at this pack of players, dude. I guess, no, Nertz did get 3. And the 4th player backed off. That's so ridiculous. All right, well, 9 tried to rush their way to a pistol win. Their 4th spies have been pretty lethal, though. We'll have to keep an eye on this one. Scout on Hades,
okay.
MP9's in the mix, and all the players in the right spot as Minio just tucks in. Blinded Madden jumps across and dies. Snappy's low just next to him, but the bomb gets covered by Sun Pius, and the CTs stack up within their spawn. Connector control belongs to Goofy. It's a fast flank from Kylar that's going to still take some time to get there. Ooh, that helps. Snappy just spamming smoke and getting a little lucky. Deha's plant ensures that ENCE will convert their pistol, will move forward with an 8th round win, and will have a real chance to just knock 9 down a peg.
Emotionally, I feel like ENCE, after what we've seen so far, probably feel a slightly defeated, maybe a little bit agitated. Maybe they're more forgiving with themselves because, again, it's their first game, but there's still a real chance, of course, that they pull this off. Their T side on this map. I was expecting more on CT side, 100%, but this could be the snappy masterclass that a lot of people were expecting. Now we're only within 1. Conversely, this could be any scoreline for him was that EUR Mar 16 opening, duels won, 0 lost, straight in through to Legends.
Maybe set everybody's expectations a little too high. Put a microscope on them as well, I think, for their competition. And they were bested. Snappy continuing to haphazardly jump around the bomb site. Kylar's got a pretty dirty angle between the smokes, but nobody pushes that far forward. They can just put 2 behind Firebox. Lean on the support of Tetris, Ramp, and Palace. It's AK looking to get problematic, and sure enough, anytime Deha's dead, ENCE have had problems. But it is just pistols. Surely these backside players can stretch flesh from bones. Snappy has 2 heads jump up upon him, and Nertz is going to give some cover too. Unfortunately here for Kylar, AK unable to get enough kills fast enough for this defuse to happen. Snappy just farming money and frags and adding rounds to tie this up.
Yes, they do. Now we've got a real game on our hands, folks. 2 maps behind us, tied up on map 3, splitting pistols into quite an even map. Either team know they can win this on their best day.
Now it's so funny.
Yeah. Too many times we get a kill and move to a new position. But what do you do when you have the best angle ever? Don't move. All right, here we go. For 10.
Oh!
Okay.
That's sick. The single scope, double scope.
He was about to look back and leave.
owned.
Yeah. Yep. That's a shot to the mast.
Op could definitely make the difference. Hades is the highest rated player across the series so far. Looking to lead 9 to an early victory in the group stage.
And Sunpius is a CT side destroyer. It's not to say that he's like, you know, dead weight on T side or anything like that, but and in general, most maps are going to give you way more advantages on CT side. So just looking at it from that lens, it's sort of the chance for Hades to say, okay, my turn. We'll see how much output I can get.
We'll start strong.
A site's looking like a good site to hit.
Connector smokes down. Minio frothing at the mouth to try to charge out. Hades just
Hades.
shut down Nerds.
Oh, there's another,
3
baby.
out of Hades, and then the lineup for the A1S. Madden will bring it back by a single kill, but I mean, Hades has done all he needs, and he could still just get another. Peeking around the sides of stairs, he closes. He said, yeah, this is my time to shine. Yeah, this is my half.
Oh, yeah.
This is my map as far as he's concerned.
Yeah, that position, I mean, just playing connector on the stairs, all the places that you can start out with CT aggression, the map is his oyster, so really looking for that pervasiveness from Hades to show off what he can do. Could have very easily died, of course, in this spot from both swings, so wasn't a given, but he controlled the round here.
We didn't see the replay of it, but there was also that sick little flick towards ramp to kick it all off. 9 back in the lead. Hades will be a force to be reckoned with. A real reckoning. Minio's nade. Flushes one.
Yeah, moves him.
Back across, and he sees it. He'll call for help. And immediately Hades is throwing that back around towards Ticket.
Yeah, well, he knows how much Snappy likes the A site.
But like, look at this compared to just hiding behind Ticket.
Yeah, the setups
So
are better.
much more active.
Absolutely.
Like,
We could talk about that in a second for sure.
night and day. And everything goes well, barring the Kylar push up into the apartments.
Wow.
Hades, compared to Sunpius, crouched behind Ticket, looking at his feet as 3 players come out from ramp. Look at the contrast.
Yep.
Look at the impact.
Absolutely, and some of that is your own job to say, okay, I'm calling on this side of the map. This is my setup. This is what I want you to do, Madden. Some of that is miscommunication. Like, thinking back on the setup, and I've just been giving that some thought. If Sunpius is watching Palace and Madden is sitting in Sandwich, if Sunpius takes the first frag, Madden gets the second 100% because they swing out looking at CT. But the reverse is not true because Madden cannot hold, right? He has to stay tucked. So when they get out, it's already too late. So makes me wonder, was his spot fine, but he was looking in the wrong spot? Was there miscommunication?
Man, you'd hope there wouldn't be. ENCE, one of the few teams not to make changes. Played this map an abundance of times.
Uh-oh, see by Kyler.
Should be an element of comfort, not awkwardness to the setups. Kylar losing a teammate, but not a problem.
No problem.
USP.
Drank his blood for some extra strength.
Activated. And just guns down a couple.
Vampiric aura. Cannibalism aura. And it's a 3-round lead.
Nothing wrong with a little health leech.
And you see some tilt, man. And it's getting tilted for sure.
Yep. Oh, yeah, Madden last round. This was the last player left.
Yeah. Poor head rub. All right. Well, let's see, man. Hades, I feel like he's got a couple more rounds in him too.
Yeah, I mean, no signs of slowing down. If anything, just finding his groove here on CT side. Said it was his chance. Well, he's got Kylar in the window to help him. ENCE trying to run it out, and instead just getting pieced up.
Oh boy.
Another player dead already.
And they answer back to the mid control instantly.
Just feels like ENCE are getting hit by a brick wall,
you know,
regardless of where they go.
Back when there's more criticism for Snappy, where he was starting to become like a conversation point as a really strong IGL with an international lineup, on Mirage, he was just, you know, there was habs sometimes where it was like 10+ rounds all ending towards the A site. And maybe that's where you go in a place of tilts, back to, you know, reverting to those methods. But right now, ENCE have been super well fortified about A, keeping Hades on fast rotation to A, and now even meeting them in mid, which means they're sort of understanding the next bit of conditioning that's coming in. So let's hope 9 haven't achieved flow state here for ENCE, because that'll make things sticky. A heroic 3v5, though, that could breathe some life back into you.
It's a short road for 9 to 16 at this point. Kai's not going to give them anything to pull on as he just sits in jungle. Oh, in fact, he'll pull them apart. Drop bomb and
God.
Turn it up a notch for the third kill.
Yeah, celebrate that one, man.
9 are feeling it from one side of the table to the other.
And that's 13, and that's a moneyless ENCE, right? They're going to half buy into this. Uh-oh.
9. ENCE trying to stretch out a little money here to get the half buy. Utility and Tech9's coming through for round 23. This is 9 going from eliminating European Team Liquid to suddenly taking down ENCE before their season can even really start. Welcome back. Eat this. Missed Util on the approach. Kai gets some damage in. They're going to try to swarm it. 9 are content to just give him some space. Snappy, he turns on
wow,
that.
Okay.
And you could see he was worried, but looked like he rode it off, only to be shot at. More damage pummeling through the smoke. Diho would love to try and get active again. He was so instrumental back on Nuke, and it's Madden's Tech9 to find the headshot instead. Now bombs down, but the sidearms falling one after another, and Sunpius on a Glock needs Nertz to come bail him out. By the time Nertz gets into position, by walking through connector, smoked off, this Glock is dead. It's done. Bomb, of course, already covered by the smoke grenade. Nertz, he's looking to stop him. And it's 1 kill with some change, but it's 9 all the while riding this high to 14.
Yeah, that's Hades on a sidearm, and that's no 10th for ENCE. That was 6-9.5 into versions into 9 taken off from there, 5 straight. Another round on A to 9 here. You see what I mean? ENCE really don't like the B site.
Nope.
See if they change.
9 have brought the fight. And Kai transitioning some of that online success into LAN this event. Especially this third map. Hades is dead though. Sunpius, it's something to work with.
They needed that bad.
Nertz will win his duel versus Minio, take minimal damage in the process, and so the hopes of ENCE are very truly alive. Until Goofy, Kai, and Kylar may have something to say about it. We're already starting to get that evacuation of the B site. Why not? With the apartments already cleared, this consistency in absence from ENCE on B hasn't come back to haunt them yet, but we've seen the pieces in the right place from 9, so keep your eyes wide open. Throw a retake at this, maybe get a little crazy. A 3v5 right here would just destroy ENCE's hopes, dreams, and future ambitions. Diha's got the flank. All is good.
Yeah.
Goofy will come over the top. Smoke doesn't cover bomb. Could enable a cross. Keeps the T's close. But
they have a little bit of money, but not that much to play too many games here. So
they won't challenge.
Yeah, no chance to win, and it's too expensive to stay too long. So they win mid. Starts with taking out Hades. Senpai's to Hades. Again, I think the CT Opper on both sides is going to win that duel more often. But not surprised Senpai can get one out for sure on this T side, and his contributions are going to be necessary at this point. You're going to need 5 players here for ENCE to pull this one back. 6 rounds needed to win the map, 5 for OT, but 9 can trip over the finish line. They've got another buy with the money left over and some pocket change to spare.
Easy replenish. Back to middle. We've seen Hades here with teammates, but not alone. Had Kylar with him last time. He gets pressured. Nertz with the entry. Kai trying to spam, gets him. That's exactly what he's looking for. Just a player to shave off the round.
Man, they're spraying blindly through his smoke, and there's that. Just directed, just concentrated on the right side.
Diha sees the boost up. That's 2 confirmed Cat, 1 top connector. They've got a read on 3 of the 4 positions.
They mollied so fast, though. Not allowing any walkout play to take place. It slows down the attack.
It's exactly what they needed.
It doesn't mean that it still can't come in. 9 have the right amount of suspicion. They back up entirely. No one playing off of Cat.
Next volley of Util. There's still grenades on Senpaius.
The bomb hasn't made it up to the turning point just yet, so the B players aren't going to hit the site. But honestly, I like the setup for 9. I think they're going to be looking for a cat player.
Smoke's going to fade with Snappy in the corner. Minio just caught Diha. That's a peek off of the ticket booth. Felt like it was cooking. Oh, Goofy turns it up towards Apps. Madden loses the man in front of him, banking on Sunpius. Madden tries to come out, doesn't even need to get the kills because Sunpius nails the double. He throws the bomb over and gets clipped by Minia's minute angle out through Market. Now that eventual catwalk wrap's coming around. Madden time limited, time sensitive, and health low for both the CTs. The peek's denied. Madden pulls back. We've got 5 seconds to spare here for Madden to pull off this clutch, and Kai can't charge him down fast enough. Gun back up. Kai slides wide, and he catches him. Catches him slipping and sleeping, and sent to 15 is 9.
God damn, what a play attempt from Madden, but special credit for the read after the plant. That was risky to run up, but to know where your opponent's going to peek you from. Give them a little bit of information just so you can use it against them. That was the play just made for match point. And for series point at that. Sunpius, he got peppered down. He must have been so low at that point, but taking 2 shots while out in the open. That's where it looked like maybe ENCE could have won that. Overall, I like this. Had to be some prep on that round, man. They were so ready for that to end B 40 seconds out. So, okay, up A ramp we go. Ooh. That's
he hit that.
Damage in, yeah, versus Kai. That's nice.
What the hell?
No kill, but the A attack is about to take place again.
Molotov right in front of them. Madden finds Sanctuary. 5 series points here.
And I think we've got Hades on a deep angle towards B, man. He's not getting shoved off of this at all. So I think ENCE know they have to fight their way through. Sometimes they don't mind. At least for ENCE right now, there's no vision on mid. So there's that thought, maybe. But as far as 9 are concerned, it looks like they're going to start heading over even more towards the A site.
Mischance. As Minio pulls back a little bit. Palace player kept at bay. Nobody towards jungle, nobody connector. Minio maybe trying to serve up something for Kylar. Man, he could shred them if this goes unchecked, but he's lost his closest piece of support. Kai's going to start flanking with 20 HP, and the bomb goes down in the smoke. Kylar starts to activate. Hades picks up one from jungle, and now they know that there's a problem inside of the bomb site that's just nab man advantage. Kai's hurt and low health, so Snappy will deal with that one, and Kylar still continues to try to press out from that corner that he once preoccupied. Sunpius dropped to 36. Nertz is still up in Palace, but can't get anything going. Kylar's on top of the bomb, and Kylar gets cleared off of it. Another flash over top. Nertz can swing if he chooses to, but there's nobody here. This one falls flat for 9. They had their chances, but it's another round for ENCE.
Yeah, there's no defuse. And so you have the players from 9 sort of in the right spot. Hades starts at B this time around. The full A attack comes in. I think something in the back of 9's mind was telling them, okay, this is probably what's going to take place. But again, ENCE show tons of comfort sort of repeating on this site. They have the right entry fraggers for it. They're fine doing it even if it feels obvious, right? They didn't have a default that would tell them B was pushed this round. That could have taken place. So a buy comes in. It's a 4-round game now. We'll see where the game plan takes us for the T side.
Fast.
Another tempo change. Yeah, they get up. That's a huge one. Goofy's dead. Sunpius keeps going. Some damage done, but it's actually to him.
Molly's back and forth. Flashbang out from apartments. This scrambles Kai into the mix. Plays Market.
Yeah, the CT is looking a little bit rocked here. He's going to benefit from the chaos, however.
Deep push from Minio on A.
Huge amount of control. I think they really can wait for a reaction. If this comes down to Minio's push and he doesn't see anything inside of the A ramp, that is the right play. Now, Kyler's also peeking B at the same time. Whoa, okay.
Unlucky timing, but it's okay. It's 4 damage. That's it. That's all.
Bomb might walk into connector here. This could be a good call from Snappy. Minio's going to have a flank coming in.
Kylar, tries to get ahead, but Diha so swift with the headshot. Minio's chance to shine. Falls off the flower pots. And so it seems like ENCE aren't done here yet.
Okay, that was a really, really strong call from Snappy with the mid-control that took place into what felt like a cat attack with Sunpius.
So fast.
Yeah, so fast. 20 seconds, he was already staring down cat into the B site. And then from there, they had everything covered. One person upper B, late rotate.
Kinds of moments, 9 have been impressive.
Oh, if it all ends like this. I'm not ready for it to end on a round like this.
No. Not when ENCE are starting to get it going,
Yeah,
right?
but you're right. They are they're the team that ecoed twice.
It's like such... Finally, I see some inspiring promise on this T side.
I think no. And ENCE are doing well enough now. They've got their heads screwed on straight. They're fully warmed up. I don't think they drop around like this. I'm going to say it.
Okay.
I'm not willing to put anything on it, but I think this is a 16-14 finish, if not overtime.
Hey, man. You said it. A little bit of your reputation's on the line.
Betting on the best game possible here, because it's shaping up to be a banger.
This is a sick open road for 9 to take a shot at Cologne playoffs. Just beat ENCE first. What's Fnatic after ENCE? Movement hurt at the bottom of middle. They do have pistols in this bomb site. Minyo's got the headshot. Kai's got that 5-7. Everybody swarming. 9 are getting into the right place at the right time. And speaking of time, they're down to 40 seconds. But Nertz arrives out from Palace, a place that he's been muted in the past. Utility keeping him locked in. This time, they just scorch this bomb site with ease.
Could have got ugly, but the split was solid. Like, they had lots of ways to trade, even if the first kill went to the CTs. So we'll move one round forward. A buy will come in. Now, thinking about the last couple of rifle rounds, Hades has been countered. He had a very strong start to the second half, but to win this game, you know, they might need another round out of him because his openers have resulted in conversions. We looked at the first half of Nuke, and 9 actually had way more openers than ENCE did, but ENCE still converted 4v5, so it's going to take all their strength to get the 16. Now, they might only have one real chance to fight against it. $30.
Yeah, but that 30th round's going to be so well equipped. We've seen what Hades Op can do. Seen Kai having a hell of a game.
Now, honestly, I would do the same thing as 9. I would stack A immediately and not even think twice about it.
Why not run the risk? You know that it's all in round 30 anyways. And honestly, those pistols were in the right place just one round to go. You had your chance, if not for Nertz coming out from Palace to clear out too. Molly's off the mark.
No, they've smoked under valve, so they know they're down there.
Kylar comes through with the pistol kill.
Oh, the flash is out.
That happens over towards jungle. T's are still trying to pressure, and it seems to be going well, except Madden's down to 5 HP.
And the double under Balk, did they know about that?
No, they're still turning their back to this. There's a player in the pocket, and back's turned. Kai's got a chance. Oh, the Deagle gets away, but the flank is here from Minyo. Finishes Sun Pius. The bomb is over on bench, and it's low HP for Madden. Not like this.
Does he get away?
Not now.
Oh my god, they don't kill him.
Nertz.
You've got to survive this.
He's got to extend out. They know that last threat's back on ramp, and they'll get through. But my god, do they have ENCE shitting their pants.
Oh my god. All right. Round 30 as promised, folks. They're going to have everything they need. That's both teams. A fantastic comeback here from ENCE. It was a hairy series. I think they felt like they were losing for most of this. A bad first map, a strugglesome close on Nuke, a loss of the first half of this map, and another comeback. But they actually still could do it. They still could take it to overtime.
And I don't believe in witchcraft, but a round like that, on 29, that's a bad omen.
Some Pius has won over Hades and got the opening kill in a couple of the last full buys. If he can make it a third, they could make it a win. But this time Hades stays alive.
They get Minyo up into the ramp early. He's been so good on his own, just kind of finagling information out of an A site whenever ENCE aren't there. Get a little bit of middle play. Sun Pius, we've seen some really sharp shots out of him in the last 5 or so on this T side.
Yeah, he's been smart. He's moved cautiously.
They're making a ruckus. This is going to be the cat hit, multiple players ready to go, and this B site's certainly understaffed.
Oh yeah, it's a late rotation in here. Kyler, he's got to defend this, and he doesn't throw a smoke for himself.
He's exposed to the arch peak. Nertz just guns him down, and that back market player also drops. 2 kills in B. Perfect call from Snappy. Hades the only person to post anything, and no retake's going to happen because Snappy takes heads off. ENCE are powering up.
That's right, and it's going to go to overtime. The rare opportunity to hit the B site with a split. Snappy picks another golden opportunity to do so. And
Hades getting stronger.
And Hades, he stayed alive. He got 1 kill in this round, but it wasn't the opener. It wasn't inside of middle. And there will be no retake. 1v4, no time to make this happen.
Whew. Madden's going to close it.
Oh, yeah.
And he gives him the look. And we're talking about a team, right? If we want to talk about the run of ENCE to finish 2023, we have to talk about that map versus FaZe. What was it? 4 overtimes of just hold W action-packed Counter-Strike. This is a team that has had their success born in the depths of OT. So here they are again. Not the same ENCE that got smoked on Vertigo. Snappy's getting a little cerebral with the calls. Hades won't miss that chance. And neither will Sunpius, but Kylar's quick up the catwalk. That pressure from Sunpius these last couple rounds read into Nino doesn't finish.
Yeah, he had some damage off, but there's 2 players up and at him here.
Oh, but there's nobody else near.
But that goes for the CTs as well. Bomb will sort of switch places with Nertz. He's going into middle. They're going to try to plant front triple, set this up for him to win the round.
God, but he only has 7 health.
But if he goes unnoticed, that's all that matters. We'll see if this gets covered.
Hades hit by the flashbang, so it's going to be Goofy off of Ticket with both the other CTs already up in connector. Oh, and Nertz finds the headshot.
That's a huge flip off.
If only Kylar had even just been less cautious, then Nertz would have had to walk that flank and he would have been 10 seconds away. Now Nertz is going to just apply pressure with the Molotov. He's lost the teammate. Snappy's still in the mix. Snappy's the second player to go back towards mid, and he comes out with the headshot to Goofy. Shooting through, but another defuse denied. They try it. They're desperate, but ENCE know where they put that bomb, and they can see the road to victory.
I love the conviction in the call. Send Nertz all the way around to mid that early before the bomb has even been planted. That's thinking ahead and making the most of someone who's on low HP. Could have just been resigned to Palace, smoked out, and not got anything out of it. Hades missed an easy shot at the beginning of the round, hit a second harder shot, and even got 2 here, but that wasn't enough. ENCE continue on after making this comeback happen into winning the first round of overtime, and now the pressure is on 9 as they finally take a lead.
Man, a little sketchy though. How many people had their hands on that bomb inside of smoke? ENCE hold on and they get themselves ready for the B hit. This one's gonna look fast. You can disrespect that smoke. Look at the cat players actually pushing out towards mid as the T's take up position, but Kylar catches a headshot to Snappy. The rest of the pack is right there. They'll throw the boost up and try to catch them crossing. Hades comes through with the frag onto Nertz, and now everybody's scrambling to get back that bomb as it's fallen over towards the bench. Hades has to hold, and they get the split going. Kai to wrap around apartments. Catwalk's also in the control of 9. ENCE, you may have this bomb plant, but brothers, you're surrounded. And so Sunpius takes the longest angle, hopes to hold them off. Missed shot as he gets a glimpse of the cross. Fan player also spotted. Kai can't double down. We've got T's still rocking this boat right back. And Diha, well, he's holding. Right alongside Madden. Goofy can't trade. And that's a hell of a post plant from ENCE.
Oh, that's the best round so far, man. They really locked that down.
3v5.
A retake from every single position you could ask for. They had numbers advantage. 3v5 situation, and 9 cannot go 1 for 1. They can't even go 1 for 2.
And Kylar got that instant headshot. Hades gets this instant clip. 2 players taken out of the conversation before bomb can go down, but Madden tears them up and pushes us into what could be the flawless T-side overtime run. Minio, not 1, but 2, aggressive down through underpass. Snappy's nade won't find its mark, and we've got 9 man advantage yet again, but Madden's on the hunt, and he catches one as Sunpius gets the other. They take it straight back. Kylar doing his own thing out on A. Nertz, he's found great timings with these Palace lurks. but he loses a teammate. And as that bomb comes back, Kylar could be in the golden spot, but he heard Nertz fall. Doesn't matter. Snappy giving him away. And Kylar now stuck between the last two Ts. ENCE's 18th on the Fritz. Sunpius reclaims another kill, and Nertz's position is unknown. They heard him fall off Balk, but the swing catches off Goofy. That uncertainty as to where he got off to now pushes so much more onto Hades. A 1v2 to try and get something for 9, or it's double OT guaranteed for ENCE. And 3 chances to close this. That's exactly what they get.
Oh, they are falling apart at the seams. That's 3 straight for ENCE as we switch over to the second half. And they've only got to do it once. Wow. A single round, and it is tragedy for 9.
An uptick in every single person's individuals for this map. The side of ENCE, that's that pack. 20 kills on Snappy, leading the team, 22 to 26 for every other individual. ENCE have arrived in Cologne. But they're not done here in their opening matchup, not yet. 9 have showed heart and improvement, but they're met by smoke on the approach to the A site. And damn, have ENCE ever gotten more cerebral. Shout out Snappy and Sunpius, who started to get so much more aggressive, taking up space, taking map control, causing problems instead of just looking at his shoes on Ticket Booth.
Yeah, Snappy, one of the few callers that just gets better by the round, you know, consistently towards the end of the game. So good at synthesizing the patterns of the half, thematically calling to improve on each position, exploiting weaknesses, making each round look easier than the last.
Oh, Kylar takes damage. Oh, but Kai comes through with the opening. It's a crack in the A site that Diha looks to clog. Sunpius peek off the stairs, misses his chance, but he's under pressure. Players all around him, no scope to Mino. And if it's not Goofy, then it's ENCE to take the win. No multiple kill spray down. And this has been a